Hello, it's Jaames Johnson, aka Sulfur Blade, and this video is basically, I guess, me being a cheerleader. Give me a T, give me an R, give me a U, give me an M, give me a P. What's that spell? Trump, Trump, Trump. Anyway, in all seriousness, the mainstream media is attempting to call, or has called the presumptive winner to be Joe Biden. Let's make one thing clear before people start losing their minds: is that nobody's won this election as of yet. The mainstream media can claim Biden has won all they want to. It doesn't mean Biden won the presidency. So the fact is, there are outstanding lawsuits for Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada, I think Arizona. So until those lawsuits are dealt with, and there are numerous lawsuits for each state, not just one lawsuit, but a whole host, a whole quadre of various different legal issues, with the large majority surrounding what we knew was going to be an issue, and that is the unsolicited mail-in votes that Trump had been warning for quite some time was going to turn this election process into a debacle that it has clearly turned into. This election is not over. So remember, us conservatives have a 6-3 majority. It's not the 5-4 fake majority where Roberts was a liberal in sheep's clothing. It's a 6-3 majority. So Roberts can dissent if he wants to. Will still hold a 5-4 after his dissent. In which case, it's likely that the Supreme Court will play ball on Trump's side. Now, how much ball they can play and where it can go from there, we're not sure. There just might be too many issues to have to go through in a legal manner prior to January, in which case this is going to get turned over to the legislatures. And in that event, Trump is actually poised to win, because there are more Republican legislatures to pick Trump in the event of that scenario than there are Democratic legislatures. So we're nowhere near the end of this thing, guys. There's still multiple avenues of winning at this point, and if anyone thinks they will know who has won the presidency prior to probably January, I would call them a liar. We will not know who wins this election until January or so. So all of those of you who are ready to fight for our vote, just hold on, hold your horses. Let our system do its thing. If if January 20th comes along and Biden is indeed being sworn in, then I will gladly stand alongside of you, and I will fight this thing in the streets if that's what needs to be done. Because we know that this election has been stolen, and we are aware how bad Biden is. But we need to remember, we are 5 guaranteed House seats up, with another like 8 seats, 8 that are leaning our way. So at the very least, we narrow the gap in the House, and could possibly almost tie the gap, maybe even possibly going ahead and taking the House. I don't think we're going to take the House, if I have to be honest, but I think we are going to make it a near tie. It might be like 1 or 2 votes in the Democrats' favor at the end of the day, but that doesn't matter. It'll mean a nearly Republican House and a Republican Senate, which will make Biden, if he does somehow manage to become president and the will of the people is still ignored come January 20th, it'll make him a lame duck president. He will certainly not be able to get anything, if anything, done. Remember, presidents don't really do anything, right? They're more of a glorified figurehead, and the people that actually get stuff done is the House and Senate. Trumps do have but presidents do have the whole veto issue, so they could turn our legislature into a lame duck legislature. So we don't have a 2/3 majority in the Senate to override any vetoes if Biden does so. So basically where we're at is the next 4 years, if Biden does actually win, will be 4 years of partisan bickering, and absolutely nothing will get done in either direction because Biden will hold the veto, and then the legislature will, be able to fight any of the Democrats' proposals. But basically, nothing will get done. That's essentially where we are at, looking at these next 4 years, which is fine. It's better than letting the Democrats get any of their wish list of the things accomplished that would destroy our country. Anyway, again, the point of this video is to remind people Trump has not lost. This election is still nowhere near over. The mainstream media can claim that Biden won till they're blue in the face. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is what the Supreme Court says, and if the Supreme Court then relinquishes that over to the state legislatures, then what the state legislatures say. At this point, the voting process is almost null and void. It really has no purpose other than being symbolic, and as symbolic goes, we can clearly see that most of the states were stolen. Most people with common sense know that the last minute swings at the dead of the night was rather completely and totally shady, and the whole time period there was nobody there to verify these mail-in votes that they were legit, etc. We know dead people have voted all over the country. I personally have dead relatives that voted. Not too thrilled about that. But yeah, that's where we are. That is the 2020 election in a nutshell. And until we know what happens January 20th, we just need to be patient, and have faith that the system will work itself out. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulphurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all, peace.